how's it? Mahalo for stopping into our podcast. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We got a special episode where we're going to be talking about Hawaii and our island home, which is Maui. So sit back, relax, and aloha. We are going to be talking about one of our favorite places to visit and something close to my heart, which is Hawaii. But yeah, let's dive into Hawaii. You said you had some questions. You want to jump right into that?
I do. So since we're talking about Hawaii, which I will say it that way, not the actual way because I feel weird saying it, but can you, in case nobody knows who you are, can you just give a little backstory of your family, where you are from, where they are from?
Yeah, so my dad is Hawaiian, and he was born and raised in a small town called Kaenai in Maui. So Hawaii is very near and dear to our family's hearts. It is our home away from home. Whenever I go, it basically feels like home. My whole entire family from my dad's side still lives over there. So whenever we go, it's basically
family.
Yeah. The whole entire island, specifically Maui, though. Obviously, there's other islands, and I haven't been able to visit all of them. I've only been able to remember, I guess, Maui and Oahu. But
You've been to Oahu?
Yeah. That's where Shane is buried, so.
Oh. I thought you had never been to Oahu before.
I've been to Oahu a few times.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just not my favorite place to go all the time.
It feels more like a city there rather than an island.
Yeah, it has its things, and eventually I'd like for us to go to be able to obviously do like some of the touristy stuff like Pearl Harbor, and then also be able to see Shane and
that would be
all that
amazing.
stuff. So, but I feel like I need to double check this. I think I've been on Big Island as a little kid, but don't remember any of it.
How old do you think?
2, same age as Kalani almost, I think.
Kalani's not 2. Don't rush it.
She's closer to 2 than 1.
Don't rush my baby. She's still my baby.
But yeah, that's why my name is Kapena Gaming. That is actually my middle name, which is a Hawaiian name. And then, of course, even though Cole didn't know, it's a very big name in Hawaii. And he just found that out when he went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
He thought it was a very uncommon name. I was like, not in the islands. It isn't.
It's uncommon.
Very common
here
name.
On the mainland, for sure. Okay. And then your dad is from Hawaii. Mom is
Born and
from
raised.
Texas.
Mom is technically from Oklahoma.
Really.
But military, so
all over. Yeah.
Texas where they ended, so.
Yeah. Let's see. So since we are talking about your backstory and all that, what would you say your best memories are in Hawaii?
Best memories.
And then I'll share my best memories.
Definitely when we went for our anniversary. That whole trip was a great memory. That was your first time, was when we went on our anniversary.
Yes. And actually, I was looking at pictures, and it looks like we went in 2018 for our anniversary, and then we went again in 2019
that was
for the reunion. So we went back to back. Both.
Really? I didn't realize that. For some reason, I thought it was a year break.
No, then it would be 2020.
Yeah, I know. Which we were planning on going in 2022, but because there was another reunion they were going to do yearly.
Yeah. But yeah, we went in 2018, and then 2019. We went in May. Oh yeah, so it was almost a year. So the best memories that you had was when we went together?
That, and then, of course, when I was a younger kid and we went. And, we went like down to where where like the fields are and everything, and going down the flume and feeling like I was probably about to die as a kid, climbing on that stuff to go all the way down there.
Man, I tell you
to walk
what,
down there from Grandpa's house. So
Hawaiians are built different for sure. So many if you ever get a chance to go, so many Hawaiians or locals will jump off cliffs into the water, into the ponds. My father-in-law jumped, I don't even know how high. Would you say that's like 60 feet? 40 feet?
I don't know. I don't know about feet.
It was high. And he jumped off like he was a big kid. No big deal to him.
It's crazy because I think every time he says he's not going to do it, he does it.
Yeah. Okay, so I asked you what your best memory was. My best memory was going with you on our anniversary as well. And also going, having that be like my first time. Because I felt like that one, the second time that we went was really nice because I got to meet like literally all 500 of your family members. I met all of them. So,
and there's more.
And that didn't even scratch the surface of all of your relatives. But that I felt like was more, we had the reunion, so everything was kind of centered around that.
Yeah.
And we had to be there doing the activities there, and so I didn't really get
a wedding that time too, right?
Yeah, and a wedding. So we didn't get to, I felt like I didn't really get to have that like touristy type experience, but going the first time, I was very grateful we got to go, and we didn't do anything major. We literally we were tourists, and I enjoyed that because we got to try the food. We got to try all the sweets. Go to a botanical garden that I'd never been to.
Oh yeah, we did do Garden of Eden.
Yeah, and it was raining super
bad. And then we found out my grandpa was born there.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite memory though was when we messed up the rental car on the barricade.
Well, hold on. So first off, if you've never drove the road to Hana, there's a lot of parts where there's just
it's the best.
It's just a single road basically, and you've got to squeeze through.
But the roads are like this,
windy and all this stuff.
Down over bridges, under like crazy.
But when we were going back through the road, for some reason we were going from. Because we were trying to get to Haleakala, and then we were coming back to the YMCA.
Right.
And then we stopped in Hana after we hit that. But the reason it happened wasn't really my fault.
It was hilarious.
We were driving, and for some reason, this guy who was driving a Mustang, which is a very common tourist car to drive, in a convertible, but he decided he was just going to drive down the middle for some reason, and I was already coming towards him, and I'm like, why are you in the middle? Like, he still had all this room next to him. He just didn't want to get close enough to like the cliffside.
He didn't mess up his car.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, he still had a lot of room. And then instead of like moving or driving and turning, he literally just stopped. Didn't move, decided to just stop, and then we were both just sitting there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'm going to go around him. That's the only thing I can do because we're both just sitting here. And I hit over a bump that I couldn't see, slammed it, and then scratched the bottom of it. Luckily for this, the first time I've ever did insurance for a rental car.
Yeah, it was really funny.
The car insurance through the rental
It was
company.
funny because before... we don't ever do insurance because we're like, we'll be fine. And then that day the day before we were going to...
when we were picking up
the rental at the airport, they were like, do you want insurance? And we're like, you know what? Why not? And then I remember we hit the barricade, but on the other side of the barricade was
just
a
cliff.
A cliff.
Just down.
So I'm in the passenger seat. We're getting really close to the barricade, and we run over the barricade, but it's like a big bump. And then you hear and I'm in the passenger seat like, oh my gosh, you're gonna hit the wall, you're gonna hit the wall, you're gonna hit the wall. We hit it, and then you swerve back onto the road, and we're both just laughing so hard. And then the first thing you say is, glad I got insurance.
Yeah.
And I think we drove down.
We drove down to Hana where the beach was, and then looked at it, and there's like a
laughing.
Right at the bottom of the car was a huge gash.
I don't remember. Did I take a picture of that?
Maybe.
Let me look.
But then she decided she wanted to drive back to the YMCA.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So we drive, and we decide she's going to drive because she was like, I want to drive. Let me try. So I was like, okay. I got no problem with that. Oh. And it wasn't that far where we were going.
This picture has the mark on it. I think we drove our car up to Auntie Ava's house, right? Did we drive our car up to Auntie Ava's house? Was this her car? Was that it right there? That mark?
I think so. Yes, that is it. But yeah, and then she decided to drive. And she, like, I don't know what happened. I was looking, I was like, she's getting pretty close to this guardrail. And so there's that guardrail, and again, it's not that narrow. I don't even remember, was there a car coming the other way?
It's not that wide.
I mean,
it's
wide. I mean, not
narrow.
that wide. It's very narrow. But she didn't realize she slammed right into the side of the and scratched the side of the car on a guardrail too.
I did.
So I was like, on the same day. This is all the same day.
Oh, at least we got insurance.
Yeah, at that point we were like, well, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Let's just hit everything.
Oh man, that was probably the funnest time that I had, because
even when you were about to hit it, I saw it and I was like, no, she sees it. She's not gonna hit it. And then I was like, no, she really did hit it.
There's Ethan, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Liz knows about Hana the Rodana.
Does she?
But yes, that did happen.
Man, I just remember not even caring at that point.
Yeah, after we did the first one, it was like
no. what like worse could we do? What else could happen?
I mean, unless we drove off the cliff. But
I mean, we were very close to that. Okay, another question. Do you have any traditions that you do whenever you go to Hawaii?
Well, I mean, the main tradition we have is once everyone gets everything and once we're set up, very first place we go to is Guri Guri.
Guri Guri, and then down the road to Ululani's.
Yes, that's our new tradition.
That's our new tradition.
But I meant, Dad growing up on Guri Guri, that's always, hey, meet at Guri Guri. I'll meet you there. And he's already gone by the time we were getting our cars.
It's so funny because even his siblings are like, oh, Tony's in town?
Uncle Tony?
He's not even here yet. I wonder, he must be getting Guri Guri. It's always his first
stop every time.
I think my new tradition whenever we go is going to be obviously Ululani's.
Mm-hmm.
But I think every time I get off the plane, I'm going straight to McDonald's and I'm getting the Spam and Rice plate. Because I got that last time. That was the first
place you ate, huh?
Yeah,
that was the first place we ate was McDonald's because we were hungry and we wanted something fast.
I think I saw people on Instagram who are like, can you believe it that McDonald's has Spam, rice, Portuguese, sausage, and eggs in Hawaii? Like it's crazy because every McDonald's in every country, I know Hawaii is part of America, but like Japan and China and Australia and London, all of their McDonald's.
There's something different there?
So different. Each one is so different compared to America.
What do they have in Japan? Is it sushi? I don't know if I trust McDonald's sushi. Do you have it? But
No. They don't have sushi, but they'll have like...
although the Spam and Portuguese sausage
like
is good, though.
Teriyaki burger, like a burger that's a teriyaki burger. Or they'll have like a ramen. Like it's very different. And then they'll have like their desserts our ice cream, but the flavors are like matcha and like a red bean. Like very different from America. And then Hawaii has um, the spam and rice plate, which I got. I think I got the Portuguese sausage and the spam, rice, and eggs. And that, I don't know, I think it's my mind, but that first bite that I took in Hawaii with the windows down and the heat coming in the car and the sun, I felt like I had never had that before. It tasted so good. So I think for me, my tradition, like the moment I get off the plane, we get the rental car, it's a McDonald's for that spam and rice plate, then Ululani's and Guri Guri.
Yeah, that's not going to happen if Dad's involved, though.
Guri
Guri is always going to be first. It's always so funny, too, going with my dad. I love going with him because it's like, if you guys know my dad, once he's in Hawaii, he's a whole different person. He's like a whole little kid again. It's just always so fun.
If he ever has a chance, he'll jump in the water.
Yep.
Anytime he's
beach right in the morning, waking you up. Hey, we're going to the beach. Okay.
I thought it was so cute.
8, 9 in the morning, hit the beach, then go right back, hit a shower, and then go do whatever.
That's the best time. Because
actually, I think it's even earlier than that. Cause,
it's earlier because the sun gets up early. Mm-hmm. The sun starts to rise earlier, like at 5. But it's already hot by like 7, at least in the summertime. But it's to me, it's so cute to watch him because he'll gather all the kids.
Yep.
And they'll just be walking down the road. Like, you'll look out your hotel and you just see him walking down the road straight to the beach.
Oh, that's right. Dewan hasn't even experienced the waterfall yet because every time we've gone, the first time we went on our anniversary, it was like pouring down rain.
What waterfall? I saw many waterfalls.
Oh, no, the waterfall and the hike in Haleakala. Because we tried to do it twice. Remember the first time it was pouring down rain and it just didn't work out. The second time we got kind of lost with Eugene and them, and then we got out there. And then it was like super expensive, and we were all like, and it was already later in the day too, and so we just gave up because we were like, by the time we actually do this, it's going to be dark again.
And even before that, we were deciding if we're going to do it in the morning or the evening. But what happened with?
Oh, so when we went, so we all knew we were going to do this hike eventually, and we that day we went around the whole. We decided to.
Oh no!
Yeah, with no shoes. The day we decided we were gonna go around the whole island, because Nate had it planned out. Like, oh, it doesn't take that long. We did all this, and we did it based off Nate's planning.
Oh, with the picture with you and the donut.
No, that's something different. That's something different. That's the place where Cole and them went, which was Twin Falls.
Oh, so this is different.
It's a whole different one too.
Okay.
But we get up there. One, we got up there later than we should have. But two, most of us didn't come with shoes. And
so
I guess
were all in sandals.
Yeah, I was in sandals. Liz was in sandals. I think the only people that had shoes was Nathan, Mom, and Dad, and then some other people. I was like, no one told me I needed shoes, and no one told Liz we needed shoes. And so we walk up this thing in sandals, and while we're coming back, it's dark already. We should have been gone already, but it was already dark as we're hiking down. The hike was way harder than we expected. It was a lot of work. And while Liz is coming down, her sandal completely just snapped and broke.
No.
And so she just walked barefoot. She's like, I'm done. We're going. Let's just keep going. I was like, okay, we're going.
Oh, no.
And so Liz was barefoot, I think, until, I don't even know if she had an extra pair in the truck. Did you have an extra pair in the truck, or you had to wait until you get all the way back?
It was a lot of work.
It was crazy.
I can't even imagine that.
It's a harder hike than I expected it to be, but it was worth it once you got up there.
So Cole went to Twin Falls, and what is the one?
She didn't. I didn't think she did. She was barefoot until we got back.
So what's this one that year?
I don't know what the name of the falls is, but it's a hike in. And
it's not Twin Falls?
No, Twin Falls is something separate. Twin Falls is before even that whole road to Hana and everything. We've never even been to Twin Falls before.
No.
We've driven by it
Every
multiple times because
time-
it's always crazy busy.
It's really busy or super rainy. So when we went to
Yeah.
the botanical garden, the rain
It was pouring, but it's still beautiful.
It was gorgeous, yeah. So the hike is just a hike with a waterfall. One waterfall.
There's one huge
Huge
waterfall
waterfall.
once you get to the end. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the picture because there's a picture of all of us, like my mom, Nathan, and I think Liz took it. Actually, it's my mom, Nathan, my dad, and me. Because we were proud of my mom making it because that's how difficult it was.
Mhm.
Like we were surprised my mom made it. But then when she got up there, she was like, it was worth it. But now we got to go all the way back. And now it's pitch black. It was dark. We all had lights and everything trying to look in.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Those are definitely some good memories.
But yeah,
Okay.
we'll get that hike done eventually. I'll have to have a backpack this next time and carry Kalani, though.
A backpack and then flashlights and the right
Well, no,
shoes.
as long as you go early enough, we
I
don't
mean,
have to
it
worry
doesn't-
about it.
It doesn't hurt to bring have flashlights.
I don't even know if you. I don't think. Since we've gone, you've never watched the sunset or the sunrise at Haleakala either.
Nope. Whenever we decided to do it, we were just too tired.
Yeah, the
In
first
the
time we went,
morning-
we were running all over the place that day, and then we got tired.
I think we were going to do it in the evening,
Correct.
but that day that we had decided we were already doing so much stuff before
Mhm.
that
We just
I
got
think
done.
you and I were both like, do you really want to do it? Like, no, I would like to sleep. Like, I'd love to go just relax. And then I think we just sat on the beach for a little bit, which wasn't bad at all.
Mhm.
And then the other time that we went, the second time we went to Hawaii, we were going to do it in the morning.
But you had to have reservations.
But you had to have the reservations,
right.
and then it was too expensive, and it was, yeah. So then we just didn't go.
And then we also were busy doing the wedding and doing all that stuff,
Yeah,
too.
there was a lot going on that week. Maybe if we go again,
Mhm.
we'll be able to.
We got to make it a point to do at least a sunset or sunrise. Sunset is just as nice as sunrise. You don't have to wake up as early.
Yeah.
Sunrise is you
Because
got to
what?
get up extra early to get, and then you got to wake up early enough to get out there for when the sun comes out.
Yeah.
Sunset,
what?
it's just a little bit
Hawaii-
chill.
The sun rises like at 5.
It depends.
Depends on the time.
Yeah.
During the summer, every time we went, it was always up like 5. But
And then,
like
you
5.
know,
And then it sets at 7 every night.
that sounds early, but it's not
It's
really
really
early
not.
because we have the
For
time
us,
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 8 o'clock. And then the sun sets at 7:30 every night,
Mm-hmm.
which I loved. It was, yeah. Then you just chill outside. It's still warm, but you get to be outside and it's not like blazing. It's like perfect. Okay. So since we have been to, well, since I've been to Hawaii 2 times, and you've been more, we'll just do,
I'd say more, but I mean, it's like,
not really.
I
One
mean,
time
as a
more.
kid, I barely remember it. And then, like,
Yeah,
my
that's,
adult years are at least ages where I could remember it. I've been at least 6 times. I think 5 or 6 times. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll narrow it down to one. So what's one thing that you miss most about Hawaii? That since you're here in Washington.
Just being around that much family, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, it's like everywhere I go, there's got to be family. I feel like I know what your
4.
answer is going to be, but
What's my answer gonna be?
mango?
Oh, why did I not think
That
of
wasn't
that?
yours? That wasn't your answer?
No.
But yeah, that's mine.
I
It's just being
remember-
around family.
Speaking of mangoes, this last time that we went.
I feel like we had too many mangoes.
Okay, so the first time that we went, Kenneth's aunt, Auntie Pumpkin, I told her I love mangoes, but the mangoes in Hawaii, like, they taste completely different from the mangoes here on the mainland. And so she was like, "Here, my neighbor has, a mango tree, and they just brought me a whole box of mangoes, literally a box of mangoes." She's like, "Here, have as much as you want." And I ate that first mango, and I was like, I cannot get enough of these mangoes. They are so good. That and the bananas taste completely different. So the second time that we went, somebody told your cousin Dwayne that I loved mangoes. He brings this Safeway, this paper bag, a Safeway paper bag, and it has like 15 mangoes in it. And I'm like, thank you so much, but how am I going to eat all these? And I didn't want to give them to anybody because I wanted to be selfish and eat them all because they're just that good. And I think I had one every day that we were
did.
there. Every morning. I woke up.
And we still had some just chilling there.
Yeah.
That we had to give away.
I woke up, I had coffee, and then I had a mango. Because they're just that good. And then whenever we went back to the room, I was like, oh, I'll have a mango. And then I ate a mango. And that was like my snack. Like, seriously, the mango's there.
That's why I thought that was going to be your...
No. So, I honestly miss I miss the heat. And I miss the ocean and the sound of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wish there weren't so many tourists because it literally ruins the ambiance of it. But I love how peaceful it is when you're sitting on the water, going in, coming out.
Wait, did you not have any mangoes, Liz, when you were there?
You know what I heard though? So you cannot bring mangoes back.
You cannot.
But I heard from your
Just
dad.
seeds.
Yeah, I heard from your dad that you can cut it up and put it in a bag and freeze it. And then you can bring back the frozen mango chunks. So maybe next time that we go, we'll just cut up the mangoes and freeze them and bring them back frozen without the seed because we can't bring the seed, but we can bring the mangoes, the meat of the mango. And then everybody can try it and be like, this is the best
Not
mango.
as good. No, I'm joking.
They're going to try and be like, these are nasty.
I just thought of, speaking of mangoes too, the mango
cheesecake
cheesecake at Costco in Hawaii.
Bro.
I keep getting
guava?
There's guava and mango.
Guava and mango.
Sheesh.
Literally the best cheesecake I had ever had. Just because the mangoes taste so good.
And this is from Costco too in Hawaii. Yeah. And I'm like, bring those here.
I remembered we were at the reunion and someone was like, we have cheesecake, mango and guava cheesecake. And I was like, I have never tried a guava cheesecake before or a mango cheesecake. I remembered, I think I have a picture of it. I took a picture of it because it was that good.
So good.
It was so
we even tempted to buy one for ourselves for the whole thing.
Oh, I have a picture. I have a picture of the Spam and rice.
Is that from McDonald's?
Yes. Oh, and then the mango. So.
Ooh, speaking of food.
Yeah, this is the mango. Look at how good that is. Oh my gosh. Okay. What'd you say speaking of food?
Sam Sato's.
Sam Sato's.
Pancakes.
Delicious. Okay, let me see.
There's so much good food there.
Let me see if you can see this. But this, look at that mango. It has the mango on the top. So it's like the mango custard or whatever on the top. And then the actual cream cheese on the bottom. But it tasted like the whole thing was mango. It was so good. Oh, here's another picture of all the mangoes I ate. I just ate an unlimited amount of mangoes. I just took a picture every time I ate mangoes because they were that good. I just have pictures of food. Oh, you know what was a really good place? Oh, speaking, my next question. What do I miss most? I miss the mangoes. I never answered. I miss the
you
mangoes.
never really answered. We got thrown off on the mangoes because I thought that was your answer.
Oh, no, I did answer. The ocean.
Oh, yeah, you
and
did
the
say
sand
the ocean. That's right.
and the heat. I miss it all. Shouldn't you be trying
Still
to
would
make
need the mangoes,
yeah,
though.
so
There's no...
It wouldn't be as good as...
I'm telling you, the mangoes are completely different.
Yeah. The flavor... I can't even describe to you the flavor of them because it's such a flavor that I've never had before. I'd never experienced how they tasted. I don't know if it's the sun, the water, what it is.
Well, it's just like the banana bread.
Oh, the banana. I miss the banana bread. Your dad was so nice that he brought us back to Love's when he went. I was like, I love you forever. Bring me all of the banana bread. But the bananas, they have like a tangy flavor. But they're sweet. It's different. It's really cool. Okay. Next question. We're kind of transitioning to what you were saying earlier. Can you name some of the best foods or restaurants on the island?
Sam Santos and Kie Cafe. Those two breakfast places are amazing.
Yes.
You know what's funny is I can think of like a lot of breakfast places, but for dinner I can't like. There's nothing that jumps out at me. Because I mean, most of the time I'm eating with family.
Yeah.
So I can't really tell you like dinner wise. I mean, the pizza place was fire.
The pizza.
Honu.
Oh, yeah.
Honu Pizza, right?
I think it was just called Honu.
Oh yeah. See.
They had really good Alfredo.
Yeah, Brian, we're cooking right now.
Ooh, yes. Just check flights. I only have about 1,000 to go. Yeah, they're expensive. I think. Let's see. So Sam Sato's was delicious.
What was that other cafe?
Pico Cafe.
Pico Cafe.
Pico Cafe. I'm gonna show you a picture of like one of the meals that we had.
I'm trying to think like where do we eat for dinner though? Like where's like a I honestly can't tell you because it's like we usually families either cooking for us or
yeah.
I mean it feels like most of the time.
Yeah. So I'm going to show a picture of one of the meals that I had, and this was at the Pico Cafe, and this was teriyaki chicken with garlic noodles.
Pico Cafe.
Best noodles I had ever had. And then we went again the next day, and I had ube pancakes with like a ube sauce over the top. Yeah. Very, very good.
I forgot about that place. That place is fire too.
Yeah. Let me look. I took a picture of everywhere that we ate so I could remember. There was a place by Sam and Tony's apartment. It was like a little teriyaki spot.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of the name of it.
I feel like you can always get good dinner food anywhere. Like, it's all probably about the same, but I can't think of something that's like, yes.
This. What is this place? Do you remember? Can you remember looking at that picture what it's called? No. It just says... That wasn't
by Sam and them's place. That was the place that Dad told us to go to, but I forgot what it's called. It was by that hotel.
Yes. It
was in a hotel, but I forgot what it's called. My dad would know.
It was very good.
It was good. But I just realized, too, the other place, I don't know if you consider this dinner. I'd eat it for dinner, but 808 Deli.
I had a kimchi.
Those sandwiches.
I had a kimchi sandwich.
Crazy. 808 Deli.
Honorable mentions. The cinnamon roll place.
Oh, I forgot about the cinnamon roll place, yeah.
I have a picture of the
I forgot about the cinnamon roll place.
It's a huge cinnamon roll covered in macadamia nuts. Oh, with a big cup of coffee. So perfect. Just
so random too, just right there, that cinnamon roll place.
And that's literally the name. The cinnamon roll place. Let me see. Banana bread, always a winner. What is this? Cafe Olay? No.
Cafe Olay's okay.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's more
it's fancier.
It's a fancier place.
So that's one place we had dinner.
We did. We had that with we've had that with the Shepherds, and then there's one because there's one at the golf course, and then there's one that's in Kihei there. It's not bad. It's just, I mean, it's just really good food. It's just pricey.
Yeah, it's just regular schmegular food. And then we also had dinner at the hotel at the Westin too. I think we went to where Dwayne worked.
Oh yeah, you mean the Luau? Yeah,
the Luau. We had dinner there one time. Their food was classic hotel food.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah.
Um, Something just popped into my head, food wise, and it slipped.
I'm trying to think of where we went. I'm trying to like shuffle all the places. A lot of the food though that we had, I felt like was on the go. But yeah,
There's still so many food places I haven't even tried that. It sounds like it's really good.
yeah. I dream about
I think
Kihei
people
Cafe.
talk about burger. What is it? Burger Paradise or Paradise Burger? There's a burger place that a lot of people talk about. I didn't have the greatest experience there, so I don't like it that much.
Cafe Olay right in Kihei.
No.
I remember.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
the one on top. You just realized where it was. It's like on top of the like.
Yeah, we went there and it took us forever.
That's right. We left there, didn't we?
We went there and we sat for about 20 minutes.
And like they started serving every other family
Table
but
with
us. And so we had got up and left. I forgot about that. Yeah, we were there for a while and they didn't serve us.
It was already really late in the night, and so we just had to stop and go somewhere.
And we went to a taco place.
That was right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And the tacos were so good.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a burger place that a lot of people talk about that I went once. Had a bad experience and won't go again probably. They forgot my burger. Forgot to even put it in. Nate got his burger and there was something in his burger, like a piece of plastic. And then they tried to basically say that he planted it so he could get free food. I was like, what?
What does it say? Look at my question. Have you seen 50 First Dates, and if so,
Oh, yeah.
are the cafes
They're all over.
or are the restaurants like the ones in that movie? Yeah, and
There's a lot of them.
They look like it too. There's some that keep that vibe, and then there's some that are fancier. But like Kihei Cafe, you walk up, you order, and then you find a seat outside. And
then they bring you the food.
They bring your food to you. The craziest thing about Kihei Cafe that I remembered is all the chickens.
Yeah, the chickens.
All the chickens.
All over the place.
Yeah. And they'll peck at you if you feed them, and then they'll want more. You should, whenever we go next.
I will say, though, there's a whole different experience when you go with us versus if you went just by yourself or if you went as a tourist. Because I feel like there's a whole side of, at least Maui, you'd get that you wouldn't get any if you weren't just going.
Yeah, if you go just as a regular tourist by yourself, you're gonna get the touristy things.
Which isn't, I mean, it's not bad if that's what you're into. And
yeah. But if you go
that's
with
what you're trying to do. But
or with family, you get to see the sights that the tourists don't see.
Yeah, like all the taro patches and everything like that. I would say tourist side is like you're basically going to be paying more to do a little bit more, but I mean, you're not going to be experiencing Hawaii like you should be experiencing Hawaii, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It's easier to go with people who have been.
Well, not even just been, that just have family there, really.
True. Because they'll take you, like they took us to a pond that only locals go to.
Well, tourists try to go.
Tourists
and they do
try
go.
To go.
I mean, and they'll let them be there,
but usually only locals.
I always think it's funny, though, because I think the biggest thing, like, even when people tell me, oh, I didn't have a good time in Hawaii because of this or because the people were rude or whatever, and I'm like, Hawaiian people, one, are not rude. They are very much welcoming. They'll let you in. Most will let you right into your house if you needed help or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of people that will come with a disrespectful manner of like, well, I just paid all this money to be here, so I can do whatever I want. This land is all I want.
Or I'm American.
Yeah, I can touch all these animals. I can do whatever I want with no repercussions. And then when you do it like that, in that way, people are going to be disrespectful and,
then they're
want you to be out.
Rude,
Yeah. It's like when we were at, I don't know if you were there, when those people tried to camp at YMCA.
Was I there? I wasn't there.
So we were at when we usually do our family reunions, we stay in. My family's from a really small town, but everyone drives through it, and you have to get through it to get to some of the places. And probably the best views, everything you can see is on that side where it's the countryside on the road to Hana. It's absolutely gorgeous because there's no man-made stuff there really. It's all just nature and just absolutely wonderful and gorgeous.
Bushes,
waterfalls, which unfortunately some of them are dried out for
they're
bad
bringing
reasons.
The water.
Yeah,
they're bringing
sort
the
of.
water back now.
Not as much,
Yeah.
but still, a lot of the water is dried out, things like that. But where we usually have our reunions is at a YMCA campground where we rent the whole thing because our family is humongous. But we had people that thought, oh, I can just basically put up tents on this campground and basically just take over it. And my Uncle Blaze went over there and was like, hey, you guys can't stay here. This is private property, and kicked them out. And they got mad at him for kicking them out of a private place that they didn't pay for. So
yeah. It's really funny how
it's interesting.
People come and they think that they own the land just because they paid all this money. There's even stories that you see now of people jumping off cliffs that they're not supposed to jump off of, and then they end up dying. And then the locals are trying to keep everyone protected, and then all the tourists
Still do it. Without even... Well, that's why
like
Seven Sacred Pool is closed now because a tourist died up there.
Man, that's crazy.
Even though it had all the signs, told them not to jump, told them not to do the stuff, they
we
still
don't
do
see
it.
the signs, and the sign was posted literally right in front of their face.
It's like that post. I mean, that those tourists died just chilling on the rocks there. They all put up signs, put up caution things, and then literally the next day, after someone literally just died, they're still out there on those rocks right where someone just died.
I don't see it. There's caution tape and everything to mark them. Like, don't come here, and they still go under the caution tape to the place where people died.
Different animals. I mean, when you're in the ocean and stuff, you can see like turtles.
You'll see turtles swim right by you.
There's no skunks.
There are a buttload of cockroaches.
Oh yeah,
cockroaches and spiders.
In certain places, spiders,
yeah.
geckos,
and geckos, tons of geckos.
Geckos are all over the place.
I remember I was using the bathroom and I looked up and a gecko was staring at me. Please don't kill me. And then I remembered we were cleaning out the cabin, and I closed the door to sweep behind it, and there was 3 or 4 dead cockroaches in the corner, and I didn't tell your mom. I was like, I should wait till we leave. And then as we're leaving, I was like, oh, I just want to let you know there's 3 dead cockroaches in the corner, and she was out of that house like nobody's business.
You weren't in the room with us when
Tell that story. Please tell that story.
So when we go to a reunion, we usually stay together and
on the
what's
YMCA,
the best way to explain YMCA?
So,
YMCA, I mean, it has like different cabins, but there are also...
YMCA has a big area that's like a cafeteria, but it's not huge. And that has like a kitchen and then a huge space where there's tables to sit and then a stage on the opposite side. Mm-hmm. But there's a
gym.
There's a gym, and then there's also
cabins all
just
over.
Along. It just goes along.
It's basically if you've been to like a youth camp or any campground, it's basically like that.
There's like 6 or 7 cabins, and they all lead down.
I guess it's not like normal camp. Because, I mean, it's completely different. Because I just thought about it. Like, it's not a normal campground. Because, I mean, it's a normal campground. But where it's situated is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen.
We had the cabin that was literally on the water.
Yeah, and you can see all the water.
And you open your windows, and you just see the ocean. You see the mountain. And it's like you have 2 mountains right beside you. And then you see the ocean. And... it's not even like an ocean with a beach. It's just cliffs. And so, yeah. But we had the bottom 2.
The women did, yeah.
The women had the bottom.
Other than Lonnie.
The women had the bottom 2, which were closest to the water. Mm-hmm. And then you guys had a shared one.
Yeah, well, where we were, So there's a gym, and then it has like your normal like dorm, like bunk beds all over. But there's a back room behind that I guess is supposed to be like a counselor's room that has like a queen size bed, and then it has bunk beds there, and that's where most of us were staying if we weren't in the cabin. But one night we're all hanging out. It's me, I think Nathan, Lonnie. Eugene wasn't there because Eugene probably would have been the only one that probably would have did something.
Yeah.
We can't stand cockroaches.
Noah was there.
Noah was there too. That's right. I can't stand a cockroach. Nathan can't stand cockroaches. Lonnie can't stand cockroaches.
Was Kaika there too?
I don't think Kaika was there, but he might have been. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I don't know for sure who. I know for a fact Noah was there though. But there was a cockroach. And Lonnie was like, nope, and like covered herself. And I was like, I'm not going near that thing. I'm not trying to kill this thing. It was like on the wall. And I was like, I'm not touching that thing. I'm not going anywhere near that thing. And Nathan was the only one that decided, you know what, I'm going to try to kill it. And so this dude tries to kill this thing, and it just takes off and flies all around the room. And all of us are freaking out and throwing bed sheets or blankets all over us, freaking out. I was hiding under the cover. Nathan ran and like jumped to the thing, and then Noah just yelled, "These things fly!" And he started freaking out and ran out of the room. I was like, "Yo, where's someone to kill this cockroach? Because I'm not getting out of this bed till this cockroach is killed."
It was hilarious.
I don't do cockroaches, man.
Oh my gosh.
I can't stand them.
I can't either. The cockroaches are usually just the regular size.
Just flying. It flew all over the room.
Like, think a little bit bigger. Maybe like that big. Maybe like that big. A little bit smaller. Like that big.
I was just thinking of the grasshopper.
We have to tell that story. Okay, so there was this grasshopper. Was it a grasshopper?
It was a grasshopper.
And it was jumping around like on different people and then on the tables that we were by, because we were all together at like the main YMCA place. Everyone was
where
there.
the cafeteria is.
Sister Crawford, so Eugene's mom and dad were there, and she loves bugs and she loves reptiles and all that. So this grasshopper was all over the place. And she was like this, trying to catch it, like gently catch it. And it actually had jumped on somebody's shoulder, so she's like trying to gently grab it. And Candace's cousin, Blaze John, he
grabs it.
He sees it, and he sees that she's trying to like be gentle with it, and he just grabs it by the.
Well, he grabbed it gentle, but he was like, hold on, don't move. Like, it was so funny because he was like so like nice about it, like hold on, don't move. And he grabbed it like this, and just and she's like, oh. And then out of nowhere, he just got violent and just slammed this thing on the ground and killed it.
And then what did he say?
He said, "Them buggers bite." But it was so funny because she was like, oh, like shocked. It was funny to see her face.
Yeah, it was hilarious to see her face afterwards. Yeah, the grasshoppers are.
They're huge. They're big.
They're really, really big. They're perfect for bait. But
it was just so funny though, because he just got it.
He was so gentle.
It was just so nice, like, and then out of nowhere, just turned so violent and just threw that thing, and it just splatted everywhere.
That was hilarious. Maybe I can't go to Hawaii. Well, if you go,
that's like at least a year where
if you
you should see the spiders.
I don't want to even see a spider.
They have some massive spiders over there. We had one that we called Venom, and we were not touching that thing, and it was just huge.
That's the only.
I remember Big Will accidentally ran over a frog when we were driving back down from Road to Hana. The thing just said, "Bow!" we saw it too. You just saw it in the lights, just whoop. douche, and it just was too late. We just ran over that thing and just kept going.
I would love to move to Hawaii and live there, but the only thing honestly keeping me are the bugs.
Bugs, yeah.
I
They're everywhere.
I would not be able to handle the cockroaches.
Geckos are fine, though. Geckos are cool.
Yeah.
Geckos are
if
like,
you have a gecko,
whatever.
it's actually good luck.
So, the geckos are fine.
Yeah.
The geckos are probably the most thing you'll see, but they don't really do anything.
So cute. They're so little and adorable. But yeah, if they are in your room and you see them, it's actually a sign of good luck. What I heard. But yeah. Let me see if I have any other. I just remember that. These buggers bite.
Yeah.
Okay, we did best foods. Okay. What does Hawaii mean to you? Like when you think about Hawaii, what does that mean to you?
I think of home. I said it earlier, like whenever I go, that's literally what I feel like. Like I've been here for years. It's never been anything different. Like I just feel home. Like even if it isn't family, even people I don't know, like it's just there's a whole different vibe in Hawaii. It almost seems like when you go to Hawaii, the time completely changes. Everything. It's just
like everything slows down.
Everything slows down, and it's like nah, time doesn't matter. Like it's different. And whatever you say with aloha, it's like that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a joke. Like when you go over there, you feel that from everybody. So
yeah, I can't really answer that because I've only been there twice. So, but I would love to go on a regular basis. That would be, that would be fun.
Because it's been too long.
It has
2019?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
I was going over 2 years
baby.
or so.
We had a whole baby in that time. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was trying not to go past 2 years of not going into Hawaii.
I know. But we couldn't help the COVID.
Killed that.
Yeah. Right as we were getting in our stride and everything, COVID happened. But your dad has been twice already.
I think
this
more,
year,
right?
He's already been twice this year. Well,
not this year.
He went in October.
Oh, you mean like a year span, yes, but not 2023.
And then he just went and brought back banana bread. Banana bread. But yeah. Those are all the questions I have. I feel like that took up.
You took one of my questions.
Oh, what was your question?
My question was going to be, what do you miss most? And you already did that one. That was one of my questions I had.
Do you have any questions? I just had these for the sake of, the podcast.
I guess the only question I do have now, and thinking about it, is what do you look forward most to when we do go to Hawaii with Kalani? What do you look forward to most with bringing her over there?
With Kalani, I don't know. I'm excited to see. Obviously, it's going to be a different, temperature is going to be different. Food is going to be different. It's not going to feel like your regular environment. But I think if we go, she probably would have tons of fun in the water.
I was going to say, I'm interested to see her about the ocean.
Yeah.
Ocean and water in general, so.
Yeah. But we'd have to
it makes I was going to say, it makes me a little bit nervous because, you never especially depending on where you're at, but.
Yeah. You never turn your back on the water.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen. Yeah. I'm excited to see, if she's one of those kids that will just
try and go in.
No, sit and make, sand
castles.
Because, whenever we go, there's so many kids that they just don't even get in the water. They just play in the sand. Oh, you know what? Another place. Do I have the name of that? What is that called?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Hold on a second. You know how they show like the map on your phone? Let's see. Where is that state park called? That state park is called... Hold on. I'm trying to find the name of that state park.
State park.
Where did we... Oh, it just says Hawaiian Islands. But it doesn't have... It's like... Is it Wainapa Napa?
I don't recall.
Let me see. I think I have it on
Next trip, though, I do want to... If we do go, I do want to plan to at least be in Oahu for a few days.
Oh, yeah, it's Wainapa Napa State Park, where I had the black sand beach.
Oh, yeah. I usually just call it the Black Sand Beach or Hana, because that's Hana.
Oh.
That's in Hana.
Yeah, I had never seen black sand beach before. That was my first time.
I didn't even know it was a state park. I forgot.
Andrew really wants to go to Hawaii, so we'll make it there one day. Yeah.
Let us know.
If you have never gone, that would be like a good bucket list to go. Because it's even though it's a state, it's hard to get to because, one, it's expensive and it's far and you need a lot of money. But if you do go...
I mean, well, I guess it's different for us.
It's different.
Still, again, different horizon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money we don't need.
Yeah, everything is different for us.
At least on Maui. At least on Maui.
Because you don't have a place to stay? Oh, come stay at our house.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have food? Don't worry. Come eat at our house. Are you guys hungry? You want some ice cream? We got ice cream for
Every
you.
time we were going anywhere, someone gave us some type of food or did something.
Yeah. But yeah, literally, we didn't have to worry about anything.
I mean, we still bought food, but it was almost like we had to be like, oh, we're going to go and eat. We plan on eating. Like, I was like, what y'all are doing?
Auntie Pumpkin, what she made, we weren't even awake yet. She already made pancakes, sausage, eggs, coffee.
Maybe when we were staying with Auntie Kay.
Oh, and then Auntie Kay made, I just dropped something. Auntie Kay made us dinner. Man, her house, I like her house, though. The view right into the ocean was beautiful. And then Auntie Ava's, too. Auntie Ava's, oof, beautiful view.
Mm-hmm.
The life. Yeah, it's fun. And then one thing
we did a layover in Oahu once, though, right? I feel like we had a layover in Oahu the first time we went.
No, we had a layover in San Diego.
No, but when we were going back, didn't we have a layover in Oahu?
Not with me.
I feel like we.
It was
there.
Always
either direct or
you and me. It was either direct or we always stopped in California and then from California to Hawaii. Yeah,
it's been a different time then.
Yeah. Hold on. I feel like it's right there.
Yeah, that's probably why it's so high because spring break though. Best time to go really was either like the last month or when we go. Like we went like in April, May area, end of April into May.
Yeah, last time we went was in like June or July.
Yeah, that was the last time. It's
still a little expensive because everybody's trying to go. Yeah, for the summer. But if you go like during the winter time ish, it still rains a bit there during that time, but it's not as bad. I was gonna say something and I forgot. What was I gonna say?
I was gonna say the rain's usually not too bad there either. It's usually like real quick and then it's done. Except for when Liz went, we were in the middle of a tropical storm. Place was flooding and everything. So
poor Liz, just the worst experience.
On her birthday too, was when that happened too. Not really. I mean, it's all sunny. It's all tropical. There's just periods of where it will rain more, but I mean, it's not like...
It was my birthday, too.
It's not like it's cold weather. I'd say like the coldest weather I'd probably have seen in Hawaii is maybe like... What?
Coldest
early
weather?
70, 72 maybe.
Early
and
70s.
that's only like
you
right
mean,
in the morning, and then it'll jump back up.
You mean high 70s?
No, low 70s is what I meant. Like 72-ish.
Even then, it was still so hot.
That's what I'm saying. It's like there is no cold weather, I guess you would say,
I
unless
mean,
unless you're on Oahu. That's the only time it is cold.
Yes, because it snows up there.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say Auntie Kay made us.
It can be, especially after like
After
a
it
huge
rains.
rainfall. Yeah, it's very humid after it rains.
After it rains, it's always so.
Because that's right. It was raining a lot when we went.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it rained really hard and then stopped.
It's a good thing though that it rains. It's a very good thing that it rains.
That's the most I've ever seen it rain when we were in KNI.
Yeah.
It was pouring the whole time we were up there.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is a lot of rain.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. What I also love about Hawaii is that you can just sit in the back of the truck, in the bed of the truck. Everybody does it.
Mm-hmm.
Just chill. I was back there with all the kids.
Oh yeah, when we were in KNI and everything.
Just driving up and down. And you knew it was us because we all had red shirts on. The red Cuomo shirts. Like, oh, you're a Cuomo. Yep. But yeah, fun times. Best memories for sure. And I can't wait to make more, especially with Kolani.
Yeah.
I am excited.
That's what I'm excited.
I'm excited for the kids who haven't been. So
funnest touristy thing to do. I mean, technically, going to the Black Sands and going up Road to Hana is really
on at least Maui. That's something that a lot of
tourist thing.
tourists.
And then if you're not talking about Maui, I guess if you're into history, there's Pearl Island on Oahu is really cool.
They do tours.
I mean, and then
like a tour bus up to the Road to Hana.
Even just being in Lahaina, really, that's really the tourist spot in Maui. So I mean, just hanging out in Lahaina is very.
What is that play that we saw?
Oh,
what is that called?
Dude,
I can't remember.
I just blinked my.
It starts with a P, right? Most beautiful, like Broadway type play that I saw. I cried, except the people next to us were really rude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They were.
I was
old.
like, you do realize where you're at.
They
right?
were old.
Ulalena.
Yes. Oh, it was a U. It was called Ululena.
And then, I mean, we always do we usually, every time we go, or every time I've at least went, we've done a luau, which my cousin is usually in. He's one of the...
He was a dancer.
He used to be I think he's still... When Dad said, I think he brought it back up. I don't know.
He is the...
I was saying none of them are in here, I'd ask.
He's the MC, I think.
But I guess that's a big touristy thing, I guess, doing those luau's. Because, I mean, it's
those are
tailored to...
The Westin. Those
all
are...
those hotels over there.
Old
And
Lahaina.
all of them in Lahaina, yeah.
I think he is still a dancer at Old Lahaina, but at Westin, I think he is the MC. Because remember, that other MC passed away.
Yeah.
Our favorite MC from Fiji. He was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. May his soul rest in peace. Do you have any that you want to ask me?
Other than that one, like I said, you took the one I did have. Ooh, I do have one, actually. Since you've married me, I'm guessing you never was really into, I guess, island or reggae music until you married me.
Right.
Who is your favorite artist? Hawaiian or...
Favorite artist?
Or
group?
in a reggae, anything. Group? One? Because I know you didn't really listen to it before you married me.
No.
And that's like all I mainly listen to, I guess.
Favorite group? It
Doesn't have to be a group. It just has to be artist or...
I really like The Green.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like Maui. But if we're talking about just pure talent on his own, J-Boog.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sammy J.
Oh!
Even though, I mean, he's not from Hawaii, though.
Sammy
That's
J.
probably why you didn't say Sammy J. But
What? New Zealand?
Yeah. But if you're even though J
Sammy
Bug
J
isn't
can hold
really
his
from.
own. J Bug, he can like his energy. He has the energy to like get everybody in going. But yeah, Sammy J. Was that my first
Concert? Yeah.
Oh man,
With Sammy J and Jordan T.
Oh,
That was a good show.
Jordan
That was a good
T.
show.
I can't pick one. Sorry, can't pick one. They're all so good. Yeah, I dabbled in different types of music.
No, Capenna, yeah. Capenna was who we watched.
Oh yeah, Capenna. Oh my gosh, I would love to see them. Ouch, sorry. So before we were married, I always made it a point to like listen to other types of music. So even though at the time primarily I was only listening to like Christian worship music and hip hop. Those were mainly the only two. I wanted to kind of branch out, so I listened to like classical music. I listened to like Bob Marley reggae, which is different than Hawaii reggae. Jamaican reggae is different, and then I would also listen to soca music. So like I really branched out, and even the Afro beats, like I'd listen to everything. But then when I met you, that was the first time I heard like Hawaiian reggae, and I fell in love just because all the songs that we listened to were all about love, and I was like, I love love. This is like the best music ever. And then I think I haven't stopped. And you know who I love? I love Maui because he does like the best covers.
Yeah.
His covers of country music into reggae, like talent. And I remember at the beginning of COVID and stuff, they would have the like live concerts and stuff in their house.
Yeah. Oh, those were fun.
Those were good.
So good.
Yeah. And they would take requests and sing on the spot.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Maui is always fun. I've seen them a few times, and I think that was
Colonic High.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
I've never seen them.
You've never seen Maui though, either, yeah?
Yeah. So those are the only two that I haven't seen.
And I like Maui because, like you said, they do a lot of covers.
They do a lot of covers, and the covers are great.
Amazing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't like country music, but I would listen to the reggae version of it because it's just that good. But yeah, I haven't seen Maui. I haven't seen Ikolu. I actually haven't seen Capenna live.
Yeah, I've never. Capenna's one I've never seen, which I
need
to see
his grandson. His grandson. And then who else have I not seen? Who are you just saying? I haven't seen Ikolu.
You've seen Green, you've seen J-Bug. You've seen Common Kings. Iration's one of my favorites. Never seen Iration.
And I'd never seen Iration. Only the live one when they were in California.
Oh yeah, we did watch that.
Was it Facebook?
I don't even remember what it was.
It's always dirty and nasty, Mom. Just kidding. I don't feel like I would like Revolution, and I don't feel like I would like Dirty Heads or Silent
Oh no,
Stupid.
you definitely wouldn't like either of those.
Or Pepper, or
those are the other kinds of reggae.
Who sings Bull for Two?
Expendables.
I don't like.
You've seen them.
I've seen them.
They were there at the
terrible. They were terrible. I don't really like their music either. But yeah.
You don't like the rock reggae?
I don't like the rock reggae. I like the chill reggae, and it talks about love and the islands.
And
no, I was kidding. No. But yeah, reggae music has a special place in my heart now, like it never did before. Yeah, because I correlate it with you, and I correlate it with Hawaii, because when they sing about the islands and how beautiful it is and the ocean and the salty water.
Yeah, I feel like that you have to
You have
just jam out to that when you're over there.
You totally when you listen to the music and then you go to Hawaii and you understand, like, this is what they're talking about. I get it. But yeah. Man, I want to go to Hawaii.
No. This is a bad subject. We're about to spend all our money to go to Hawaii, like, tomorrow.
We can.
I was contemplating it when Cole was talking about it. Like, man, that's it. Man. Let me throw some money in there.
I was also going to say, when you go, you don't have to stay at a hotel. You can stay at, they rent it. It's not like an Airbnb.
Oh, some of them are Airbnbs. You can do like condos. Yeah. You can do.
So you can rent a condo.
Which is usually what we do.
The first time that we went, we did a condo, and it was nice. It was just a room, a kitchen.
Both times we went into a condo.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. But the first condo that we were in, it was just like your generic, the ones that you see, because the owners, they tailor it to tourists. So that first one that we did, it was just very beachy. It felt beachy. And then the second one was Maui Banyan. Mm-hmm. And that one was nice.
Nice, yeah. It was huge.
It was really, really big, like super tall buildings. But the hallways and stuff, they were all outside. And it was nice. It didn't feel like it felt like an apartment kind of feel, much. But it was really super nice.
Yeah, you can always find good condos. Even like Tony's and them, like the outside and everything was so like,
it was nasty.
It just seemed like it was going to be like, I was like, this does not look like it's going to be good. And then you go into the room and it was like the most beautiful view right on the ocean. Yeah. I was like, what in the world? It's like a high rise and you could see everything. You could see the other islands from across the way.
Let's paint a picture. The apartments it was like a square, an open square, and all the apartments from like floor 1 to like floor 15, it was an open square, and there was like a courtyard in the middle. But you walk in and no doors worked. Like, they were automatic doors, but the automatic doors didn't work. And you walk through like this really sketchy front office where the person there looks like they're sleeping. And then you walk through the courtyard, but the courtyard is like not a courtyard. And when we went, they were like doing construction in the courtyard. So you like have to kind of move around it. And then you go up to the elevator, and the elevator takes you to their room, and their room is facing the ocean. But their room was so nice.
Yeah, it was.
So the inside,
9-day difference from the outside.
So the inside looked completely different than the outside. But yeah, it was. I just remember it being really gloomy and gray, like the courtyard, and then you see the room. It's just like bright gold, yellow brightness. It was beautiful. We all stayed in different
condos. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
We're too big now.
Yeah. Nathan and Ava, they stayed in one that looked like it was in an apartment complex. Mm-hmm. Theirs was really nice. Yeah. It was super nice, and it had like different levels, had two levels. So the main level with the living room and kitchen, and then another level that had like the rooms and the bathroom. So nice. So nice. And then we stayed in the Maui Banyan.
And Alani and them were there too.
They were, but they shared with the Crawfords. But they were in like a suite.
All right, I think we're going to close out though, huh?
Yes.
My turn to pray?
Yeah.
Did you pray last time?
Last time I prayed, yep. Yep.
Thank you, Jesus, for today. I thank you for blessing us, and I thank you for watching over us. I thank you for giving us this time to be able to share some memories together, but also be able to share memories with whoever is watching or even listening to this podcast. We thank you so much for just blessing us and being able to give these experiences and share these experiences. And we pray that you just continue to watch over us, continue to protect us, and allow us to keep making memories. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.